slope. We talked about it earlier. Slope, the letter M. It's rise over run. And here's the mathematical way of finding it. Your rise is the difference of the y values. So you have xy. This is called x1, y1. This is called x2, y2. If you have two coordinates, the difference of the y value is your rise. The difference of the x values is your run. Now, it's always rise over run. It's important you keep it in that order. Y's over x. Rise, y's. Rise, y's. Got it? Your rise is your y's. Kind of rhymes. Anyways, if you get a graph that's going uphill, the slope is positive. Do you see from left to right it's going uphill? If you have a slope going downhill, the slope is negative. For instance, this is sloped uphill. I don't want to go skiing uphill. I'd rather actually go skiing downhill. Would this be very much fun skiing? No. The slope is zero slope. It's flat. You're going to be pushing yourself. There is a zero slope. A zero slope. Okay? Zero. There's zero slope. We call it no slope, but it's zero. The slope is zero. It's equal to zero. Can you ski a cliff? Are you skiing if you go down a straight cliff? You might for a couple of seconds, but sooner or later you're falling. Your skis will come off the wall. You are not skiing on a cliff. So can you ski a cliff? No. Is there any slope to a cliff? It's a cliff. This is undefined. If you have a vertical line, it's an undefined slope. You can't define it. It doesn't exist. Zero slope, undefined, negative, positive. We want to find the slope between these 2 points. There's two ways. You can graph it, or you can use this formula. I'm going to show you both. If we plot 2, -3, 2, -3, x, this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, x, y. You went over 2, down 3. This one is over 4, up 1. Is that right? If I want to find the slope of a line through these 2 points, do you understand you're creating a little right triangle here? How far up did I go? 4? How far over did I go? Is that a positive or negative slope? It's a positive slope, right? So can you tell that your m by the graph, is it 2 over 4 or 4 over 2? It's rise or y's over x. So it's rise over run. And is it positive or negative? Is it uphill or downhill? Uphill. So what's my slope? 2. Now, for some of you, you don't want to deal with a graph. This formula is a lot better. So here's how you do the formula. M equals y2 is 1, y1 is the -3, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, so that'd be 4 minus 2. So you basically subtract the y's, subtract the x's, make a fraction, simplify, reduce. That becomes 4 over 2, which is 2. Same answers? I prefer the formula than graphing it. But some people like the graph because it gives them a visual of what happened. Okay, let's do the formula first on this one. M equals -2 minus 2. Don't we do the y's first? And then 3 minus 3. So m equals negative 4 over 0. Now, are you allowed to divide by 0?
No.
It's undefined. This is a graph that is undefined. Now, could I have 0 on top and a number on bottom? Yes, that's 0. That would be this line. So what does an undefined graph look like? Straight up and down. It's a cliff. Let's plot it. You'll see. It's going to come up. Undefined means straight up and down. Now, 3, 2. There's my first point. And 3, negative 2 is my other point. Don't undefined lines, aren't they vertical? Doesn't my graph show me that? So you could have graphed it and realized right away it's undefined, or you could have done the formula and realized it's undefined. Either graph or the formula. Preferably this formula. It's the rise over the run, the y's over the x's.